Duskwood has hungrily absorbed knowledge, learning much about technomancy and the various other schools of magic that seem prolific in this world. The Forge of Wonders is most certainly wondrous, yet Dusk is going to need to collect more if she is to attain all the knowledge that she can from this place. But first, she needs to finish reading through the books that she does have. However, she'll be doing so after she's had a little bit more of a rest, as the night is when she is strongest, and she's certainly going to need her strength if she is to delve deep into the mines below Mount Autumn to seek the treasures of the terrible creature that resides there, the realm of the Balrog. But let's focus on the present first of all. For Dusk, that means getting a good night's rest. Kia ora, Legionnaires, Rykon here, and welcome back to Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. No Hope, where we're seeing that glimmer of hope in places like this. We feel very seen. That's interesting. Where did that come from? And is that something that we can see here? Well, we have a safe shopping experience. We're still currently getting sick, and we're experiencing a moderate amount of pain. So let's take some things for our pain before we move along. And we'll knock back some codeine, probably just the one for the moment. And because we're thirsty, we'll go knock down some nice clean water. And we'll probably drink, yeah, there we go, until we're feeling good. So our arm is still on the mend at the moment. We are very warm in this space. So once we get outside, we'll probably try and use our towel just to cool off. And we'll also need to make sure that we are taking our backpack off and putting that back into our lifting field, which we've already done. Okay, well that's good. We are currently holding on to the Guide of Enchanter. All the books that we have, we're going to want to digitize, and oh no, there is a Gracken up there. Well, okay, that could be a little bit of a problem, but I don't think things are going to be aggressive, at least towards us. And plus, generally, Grackens aren't that aggressive. Like, it seems to be, or rather, it seems to take quite a bit for them to start to attack. I do like that Velsane's just got some parking bollards out the front of here, keeping the place safe from ram raids. You do you, brother. Now, seeing as we are outside and we're going to be making a move, oh, the sunlight's actually still burning us at the moment. That is unfortunate. Let's see if we can grab our umbrella back out. Oh, the umbrella that we don't currently have? Well, that is, where's the umbrella, Rykon? Where is the umbrella? It's not in here currently. Well, I guess we're going to be staying in here until the sun sets. I don't feel comfortable sleeping here. I feel like that might be extending our welcome a little much. I think we could probably just stay here and read a little bit longer though. Yeah, for the life of me, I cannot remember where our umbrella has gone, but it's not currently with us. So there's a possibility it could be back at the Magicalism cabin where we were recently. So it's probably worth us heading back down towards there. Also, I suppose we could digitize these books and then sell them back to Velzane. I mean, there's nothing to stop us from doing that. We also have some memory cards that we're going to need to digitize as well. So let's maybe have a look at doing that now. So we're going to go and use SD card apps. We are going to download data from memory cards, and we've got quite a bit to download there. Okay, neat. So we get quite a few recipes there, quite a few photos, and some new songs as well. That's nice. Our mood is feeling pretty good right now. Alright, now let's see how long and how much battery power it would actually take to go and store those books. So Guide of the Enchanter first, and then we'll just kind of go through everything else. It's going to take a while, it's going to take quite a bit of charge, but I do think that's still going to be worth it. So let's start digitizing. Oh no, come on. We were at 96% and we fell asleep. But thankfully we did not fall asleep for all that long. Okay, we're going to have to pick it back up from where we were up to. So let's go store some books again. Oh no, it's reading the stored books, which as you can see, we have many. No, it's just Guide of the Enchanter that we have left. Okay, there we go. We got it done. We feel very seen yet again as soon as we hop off of the log stool here. So I think we're being witnessed by something here. So we could go over here to the librarian and try to sell off some of our books there. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how much they've got in the way of denare. So, lizard folk friend, let's have a chat. So it does seem like we're still going to be able to get an okay amount back from selling those, so that's nice. We may have to put the other book that we've got currently wielded elsewhere. Oh, and the Malden Lair map. We did read that as well, so we could potentially send that back. We did check that, right? I'm not going to send it now just in case. Here we go. Guide of the Enchanter. So we've got about 100 to play with at the moment. And there isn't really anything else that we'd want to get, so I think what we'll probably do here is just go for the Denarii, if possible. And so I think the easiest thing for us to do there is to auto-balance with the selected item. There we go. Okay, that's pretty good, and we're only losing a little bit for doing it that way. Thank you very much there. Now, I am relatively sure that we have checked this already. Added the locations to your map. Perhaps we didn't. So here is Malden here. And obviously this is a pretty big region that we're looking at. Oh, no, okay. So the ones, when they are highlighted, they kind of turn blue, and we can see quite a few kind of towards the north, and there's a few towards the south as well. How interesting. It is a swamp. We also have another one all the way over here. Gosh, there's quite a few of them around here. Yeah, a forest square that's up there, and then yet another further out, a forest. And it looks kind of the same over here. There's a few of these swamps and forests that have just been marked across our map. And we do have a few swamps that are ahead of us. Well, actually, no, the forest tiles, mind you. Do we have any further back? It doesn't look like it goes much further than here, the halfway point between the two sections that we've been looking at. I guess the other question is, am I missing any over here? Not from what I can see. We do have this cave over here, or rather this forest tile, that is marked as a Magicalism origin. We marked that. But yeah, I'm not seeing anything else right this second, but cool to know that those are out there. Now we're probably just going to head back down towards Velzane to try and see if we can pick up anything else before we leave here. I mean, now that we've sold the books, it means that we are going to have to use our tablet PC when it comes to reading, but if we're in somewhere that's light, it's going to use very, very little power. So, Velzane, let's have a little bit of a chat and see what else we might want to try and get from here. Oh, we actually already have a credit as well. I didn't think that that would be stored. That's kind of nice to see that they honor that. Okay, so Holy Blade sounds fantastic. Super cool. Mage Blade, it's a Technomancer ability. We are a Technomancer. I guess the only thing is that we already have a weapon-based spell as part of our Storm Shaping, but I think having variety is going to be a good idea. Spiritual Armor, that could also be a good one. But yeah, the Wizarding Guide to Backpacking, that's something that I was really quite interested in. Interesting that we have Fire Spark as a Storm Shaper. I'm guessing because it's just like a tiny bit of electricity there. That can potentially spark a fire. We actually already have access to Air Bubble from one of the books that we've got so far. This also could potentially give us Magus as a class, which I think we're potentially going to need if we're going to try and use those gateways that we've been finding. I could be wrong. Also, traffic, why we drive the way we do. I don't think that's going to help us. So, let's have a look at the Denarii that we've got, see how much we have to actually work with here. Okay, we've got 120, so, not a massive amount. We're not going to be able to get the Wizarding Guide to Backpacking, but we will be able to pick up something here. So, I guess my question is, do we want Spiritual Armor or Holy Blade? So the reason I'm thinking Holy Blade might be potentially, super useful is if we can get a really decent katana or some other kind of long bladed weapon from here, we could then diamond tip that back at the lab, and then if we can enhance an existing blade with Holy Blade, that would be brilliant. But I guess the question is, does it affect an existing blade or does it make a new one? Whereas Spiritual Armor will be helpful no matter what, and it may also mean that Dusk can go without having as much equipment on in terms of armor. I think we're going to go with Spiritual Armor for now. It might seem a little bit boring, but I think that could be more useful for us. going forwards. So now let's see if we can kind of like settle things here. So how many can we give? Okay, and we still get a credit after this as well. So I'd say that that's a pretty good deal. We could go and sell that back right away after reading it, but I think we'll just hold on to it for the time being. The sun has actually set outside now. It has. Good, good, good. So let's go a little bit further south down here, and we'll go and use one of our towels. Dry off. We're still quite warm at the moment. We are still quite tired as well. Now let's try and see if we can track down where that bloody dinosaur is, to see if we can maybe save her, and then try and make it back in the direction of our cabin. Sounds like a plan. I won't say if it's a good one yet though. Let's go and turn on our safe mode. Honestly, I don't even know if we're going to be able to find her down here. I mean, maybe. We'll keep our eyes out, we'll keep our ears open, and unfortunately, Dusk is kind of coughing up a storm right now. So from memory, she was down here somewhere. We could turn on our light for a moment, get a little bit of sight. Ah, there you are. Okay, are you actually going to follow us now? It looks like you are, but of course you are unfortunately rather slow. Like, really quite slow, and you just don't like to follow. Okay, I feel like as far as zombified servants go, Betty ain't the tops. But that's okay. That is okay. I honestly don't think she will have been able to follow us back here, such as it is. A night out in the fields for you. Well, I mean, it's not Betty anymore, is it? No. Okay, so let's just have a look here. This is probably going to be a safer room for us to try and sleep in. I'm not seeing my umbrella right now. I do not know what I did with it. It's a mystery to me. It really is. But right now, I'm kind of trying to figure out whether or not we want to try and sleep, or if we're going to try and do a little bit more reading before we do sleep. I mean, I guess we could see how long it would take us to learn spiritual armor. We still have the art enchantment. I thought we sold that. I guess we didn't. Let's just use not our crowbar, the cell phone light for now, and we'll go and read through this, study, try and learn. Okay, we fell asleep briefly there. It is nearly 9 o'clock at the moment, so we are kind of being a little risque. Oh, okay. And we mutate. And we're probably going to stop studying there because we got to 1020. We just mutated strong, and we feel strange. Okay, hot damn. A little bit of Elliot's strength has found its way to Dusk. Strong is great. Getting that extra boost to our strength there. She's sitting at 13 strength at the moment, which I'm rather happy about. Her intelligence is 18 currently. Very nice, Dusk. Very nice. But yeah, I think we're probably going to try and sleep. Okay. Our right arm is looking great in terms of the bandage quality and also the disinfection, so we're probably just going to leave it at that for now. I just want to check our vitamin intake before we go to sleep. Do we have any just straight up calcium tablets? We do. So we'll have just one of those for now. Let's turn off the cell phone light. We are feeling very thirsty at the moment, so any clean water that we've got left, we will go and drink. And that rotten buttered popcorn we're going to go and toss out. I think it was always rotten. It's just sometimes you don't tell until you get to the bottom of the bag. Yeah. Alright, Dusk. Time to lay your head down. Oh, okay. And she immediately mutated again. Fast reader. We'll talk about it when she wakes up. Okay, we wake up at 8:22 a.m. And interestingly enough, we've got like a little... Oh, we have the common cold. There we go. So during the night, we did feel like we had a cold coming on. So we can see our strength has dropped down, our dexterity, our perception, our intelligence. So we are suffering from it. So it can be alleviated with cough syrup. We don't have any right now, but we're going to keep our eye out for that. So we did get a mutation overnight. It was fast reader. So that's super useful considering the amount of reading we're going to be doing. We can get through books a lot faster than most. That is just brilliant. So let's go start our day off with a little bit of a, well, do we want to go for smoked meat? No, we're probably going to go, these are all sealed. Okay. The salted popcorn's going to last a whole season. Peppermint patties are still good. Let's go for the smoked meat, because the other stuff is going to last longer in general. We probably will need to get some more water. We can go and collect that from down here. So let's pour that into our hydration pack, go back into here, and we'll activate one of our purification tablets. And we'll drop that in there. Wonderful. Next up, we are going to go prone. We're going to open up that window there. And we're going to continue reading spiritual armor. And there we go. We learn amidst many, many coughs. Unfortunately, that is rather noisy. And I'm very glad to see that nothing ended up coming this way. That is useful. But yeah, we're probably going to try and see if we can pick up some cough syrup of any kind. Ideally non-drowsy, but we'll go for anything. Now, mage armor. Let's have a look at this here. Evil will not make it through your defenses if your faith is strong enough. So it's too difficult for us to cast right now. We cannot do it. So we could read more of that book to get better at it, and then we should theoretically be able to cast it then. Well, all right then. I do also think that our general tiredness and everything is going to be a factor, because yeah, we're tired again right now. So I'm kind of half tempted for us to just try and see if we can spend the day in here. We could actually just spend some more time reading. I'm not against us doing that. I think that mage armor will be a useful spell for us to have. So let's see if we can study a little bit more. We'll say until we get a spell level. Oh, and as we're reading here, our spell crafting in general is going up with it. Okay, we've read like most of the day here. It's now 4:30. So we didn't get any further with that as far as I'm aware. Okay, the XP to the next level though isn't far. So I think we are close. But at the same time, I really do want us to be able to make the most of the night. I also don't like the idea of us going after a frickin' Balrog while we have a cold. Hey, that's one way to warm up, eh, Dusk? Yeah, actually, I think we are just going to try it and see if we can get a little bit of extra sleep here now. Okay, and we wake up around about 2:30, which is kind of where I was thinking we were going to wake up. Still coughing up an absolute storm. We're going to go and drink back all of this water now. Okay, thankfully we haven't been using too many calories. We are still feeling tired, even though we've literally just woken up. Because yeah, we can barely taste anything as well because of this cold. Oh yes, so the other thing. Our spellcraft, it is nearly on 3 at the moment, which I think is going to make casting a little bit easier for us. So spells that we might not have been able to cast otherwise, we will be able to. And as we can see, there is actually a chance of us succeeding at this. It's a very, very slim chance. But I'm willing to give it a few tries here, because if we can get it, then I think that'll give us a considerable boost to our XP. Oh, there we go. Okay, we got it. After a few attempts, we actually got it. Something clicked. And I think we're being illuminated by our mage armor. Yeah, we are lit up currently, and I'm assuming it is coming from that. This magical armor improves with your intelligence and the spell's level. So if that is something that we're wearing, indeed it is, mage armor. Okay, so it covers everything. It is a personal aura, a summoned magic armor. It gets shinier and sturdier with each spell level and is affected by your intelligence. Okay, the material is concentrated mana. Very nice. And so this is additional protection that we're getting just in general. The encumbrance is 0, so that's fantastic. What is the actual protection? It says negligible protection, so it probably isn't doing all that much yet. Oh, we're seeing the damage it can do if we try and hit someone with it, but we're not going to be hitting anyone with it. But yeah, we can see the coverage. I'm just not seeing the actual protection. It looks like the only place that it isn't protecting is like kind of right around the neck. Maybe, yeah, a little hard to see, but yeah. Cool, okay. Now, because we cast it as a level 0 spell before, I think that it probably, yeah, isn't doing much for us at all. And we only have an 81% chance of failure here now, which is good. And obviously, the higher the spell level is and our intelligence, the longer it'll last for. So right now, it's probably half, so it's probably only 4 minutes. But if we can actually cast it again, it does a considerable amount more. 8 minutes. I mean, it's still a small amount, but it's something. The fact that it lights us up, though, is a little concerning, but I guess that should be expected, right? Okay, so do I want to go out at this time of night? Well, I think we should start trying to make our way on over towards the mine. There are quite a few houses along the way though, so we could theoretically try and find some cough syrup in one of the bathrooms. That would certainly help with our current predicament. Honestly, the last man on Earth shelter down here might not be a bad idea. And looking in the rest of the town here, the sporting goods store, the head shop, I don't think that they're going to have any cough syrup. So we'll head around the kind of western side of the town and we'll see if we can head towards this, the Last Man on Earth shelter. Now we will be lit up this whole time, and I thought something was growing from that for a second then, but no, it's just it's a flower underneath of it, and that's a swimmer zombie. Well, hello, swimmer zombie. Okay, we're not going to cast any other spells right now. We are just going to fight you as we are, and a quick stab is more than enough to do it. So yeah, when we're outside, when we're in the fog, we are not we're not casting light all that far. Let's turn on our safe mode here, and hey, we've got an acidic zombie. All right, so let's be, I was gonna say a little bit cautious there, but no need, we're fine. Let's take that caffeinated chewing gum, let's move on. Oh, okay, so our magic armor has just dissipated at the moment. We're heading into the woods, on towards the Last Man on Earth shelter. Okay, and we are close. Need to be cautious of pits and other things that may cause us issue. I think it must be right around here though. Oh yeah, okay. We got a newspaper page just on the ground. All right, there we go. That is what we are looking for. Now, can we step across here? Oh, there's a bush. That's fine. All right, so it is currently locked, but we know how to take these doors down. Dusk, let's go get that crowbar out. She is going to have a bit of a hard time doing this, I think, but let's give it a shot, eh? Let us enhance that strength, and we do feel a twinge as we are using that ability there. We are on force unarmed, good. Let's start striking that door, and yeah, we are doing enough damage to crack this thing open. Let's hope we're not disturbing anyone inside. There we go, okay. Good job, Dusk. Let's go and put that away here. We'll keep our strength up for the moment, but let's just go catch our breath back, and we'll peek downstairs. There's lights on, but that's a broken portable generator. There's actually 2 broken generators there, so they're getting power from somewhere down here. Let's just step through here for now. Okay, and what have we got? Anything in these tanks? No, they're both empty standing tanks. Okay, you know what? I think we are going to use our spark sight here, just in case there is anything mechanical, robots, or anything else of the like. We're just going to start peeking through here. Coding for beginners, nice. And a survivor's note. Perhaps whoever this bunker belongs to, they may have left a message to anyone that finds this. School bus with solar panels equals trust. Gave us berries and seeds. We were out of food. So someone that was traveling around in a school bus with solar panels. Okay, so they could be good people that are here or were here. We'll find out one way or the other if they are still around though. Let's see, what have we got? Screwdriver, okay, and that book. We're gonna take it for the moment. If there are people here that don't, you know, well, maybe I spoke too soon. Now, these are 100% bandits. The question is, oh, okay, yep, no, 100%. I was gonna say, are we going to be able to tell that from just looking? And ducking back around that corner there, we were just peeking. They still managed to get a shot off in time, gouging our hydration pack, and thankfully, that shot reflected off of Dusk's torso there. So, we're gonna close that door, we're gonna smash both of these lights, and oh shoot, there's one down here as well. Come on, Dusk. There it is, okay. Right, we have darkness now. That's frightening. Yes, Dusk did break and enter into the space here, but also, it is the apocalypse. I don't think we're going to be able to make friends with these people. And interestingly enough, as Dusk has that moment of self-doubt out here in the corridor, her mind shifts and turns. A familiar force, a familiar voice. Don't let them stop you. You're a wood, after all. Elliot's words linger there for a moment. Is it just a memory or something more? Dusk, you're lucky that that first shot either missed or wasn't placed properly. Because yeah, it glanced off of her torso. I don't think mage armor is going to help much here at all. If anything, she is going to need to match firepower with firepower. Now, she does have telekinetic firepower. and also thinking about all the other spells that are in here as well, I think we need to focus on the basics first of all. Our force pushes, our mind hammers, those are our bread and butter, and unfortunately, there's a lot of light in there still. Okay, well, peeking out again for a moment. They've moved slightly. We have Gennaro and we have May attacking to kill. So we could potentially knock the light out in that room there and see if we can get a line on one of them. Won't be easy, but we can give that a shot. It also does mean sacrificing light in this space, which means in the future, we're not going to have that much use for it. But alas, here we are. Let's peek out. I think we're going to be safe if we move to that point. It's a little hard to tell, honestly. You know what we can do? We can shocking dash. Casting time is 2 minutes though. Okay, oh boy. Well, we kind of got there. Okay, we did get there in the end. Good. Now, I think we have to stick to the basics. I think we stick to our powers, and we're just going to keep on moving back here. Okay, it doesn't look like she can see us from this position. What can we do from this position though? We have a pretty good reach on our far hand. Let's see. If we were to try and push from here, do we have it? No, we do not. That is unfortunate. We could try and take a shot with the AR-15. What are our chances? I mean, if we can get to a precise shot, it might be better. Let's try and go prone if we can. That may give us a better shot here. It's a little hard to tell, really. I don't think it's going to make much difference at all. Okay. We're steadying up as much as we can. Dusk feels that guiding hand there with her. She shoots, and she hits. It's a grazing shot, but she still hits. And, okay, marksmanship has gone up with that, and her strength dissipates. Now, I think they might be trying to move up here, potentially. They're staying still for now. Let's get to precise yet again and see if we can get something. Okay, reflects off of the bandit's torso. So, we're dealing with range. We don't have a great shot. Is there something else that we can use that has a better range? Most, if not all of our spells have a range of 7. Like the max is 7 on most of them here. Toxtricity is something that we might be able to. We need to have our hands free for that. Okay, so we're going to take a step out here again. Okay, they cannot see us from there. So they are going to be a little bit blinded by the light. Let's see if we can get a precise shot off here. We're just going to hit P and hope. And there we go. 31 damage. A good hit. They're trying to hide behind their table, but they are failing right now. We're going to send another shot their way. Another good hit. 40 damage. Dusk, you're doing work. Our ears are ringing currently. We could try and put in some earplugs. We may need to yet. A grazing hit for 4. If we're quick, we might be able to get a good push on them. But I think, that was definitely the safer option. Gennaro drops dead with that final shot there. Okay, Dusk, we can't really get sight on the other person, can we? Not easily. No. Okay, I think they're right in the corner there, and we're going to have to get closer to see them, I think. Which means that maybe they might not be able to see us. Unfortunately, that light makes it a bit of a problem for us. It goes all the way down the hallway here. It's just, casting straight from there. Okay, let's close the door for the moment. Honestly, it might be worth us just having a peek, seeing what kind of weapon they have in their hands. It's a Beretta. Okay, so it's a pistol. Lighter ammunition type. We may be able to tank a hit here. Oh, okay. Reflects off of our torso. Okay, so Dusk, we are going to go and hit them with a mind hammer, if we can. Oh my gosh, it's just out of range. Are you kidding me? Move up. Okay, that'll put us in range. Mind hammer. Okay, slamming them for 38 damage. They are knocked on the ground. Okay, did not do enough damage to them though. Dusk is going to reach out with a force shove that is going to push them back against the wall there with a heavy thud. And I think we actually did manage to get that spell to level up as well. Excellent. I wonder if we could pull a weapon out of their hands. Is that possible to do with Farhand? A set of items towards or away from you, so yeah, not exactly. Another Mind Hammer may help here. 35 moves is pretty fast to cast. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that'll do it. With a surge of telekinetic energy, Dusk absolutely slams May to the ground, still and dead. Blood coating the floor, pooling on the polished concrete surface. Okay, let's reload the AR here and take a moment. Both of these bodies are going to need to be smashed. Let's get our stamina back, do what you need to do, Dusk, and if anything, she's certainly got some equipment from them so far. That Kevlar vest, that will go far. The one that Dusk has on currently, we're going to go and leave that behind, and we'll put on that new Kevlar vest. We'll see if there's much else that we want to take. The Game Watch is certainly useful. It will be considered stealing. We will be stealing. The Waterfowl shotgun. I mean, the damage is pretty decent, but that's if we can hit with all of that shot. Not going to be as useful against people, especially from a distance. That's why it really didn't do much to us. What are we currently rocking on our wrists? Let's see what we've got going on. Okay, we've got the fitness band and the silver bracelet. The silver bracelet can come off, but we will hold on to that. And the Game Watch, we will put that on our left. There we are. So unfortunately, the AR does weigh us down a little bit in our hydration pack. What doesn't weigh us down so much is it's encumbering us. Let's go take these cans. And yes, Dusk is 100% stealing from these people, but she also sees it as a they shot first scenario. Are these the same people that wrote that note up there? We can't be certain, but perhaps we will find out by exploring more of this space. Nothing in the water heater either. Interesting. And we've got a large water purifier down there as well. Useful and seemingly access to water. Okay, nothing else in this kitchen space though. So we need to be ready that there could be more like them here. And sure enough, that seems to be the case. We have Pedro Tovar here, a thug, who is currently wielding a makeshift glaive. Hi there. You gonna take a shot at us? A swing at us? Ignoring us? Oh, not anymore. Okay, moving to the side there, Pedro does try to take a swing at us, but damages it on the exercise machine here. Dusk, take a step back. Let's go and see if we can knock Pedro into the ground here. With a Mind Hammer, 19 damage. There's a heavy thud. We're going to move to the side here, and then we're going to try and see if we can use our Force Shove to send Pedro away. And the reason why we're doing this right now, rather than using our spells, is that it is going to be more reliable in general. Okay, so we didn't get Pedro back far enough to actually do damage, so we're going to try and see if we can follow up and do that again. A shove back towards the main wall there. Okay, got him on the ground with that one. So now we can potentially have a look at using some spells. But the question is, what are we actually going to be able to cast? Lightning Bolt is a maybe, and it's pretty good damage as well. Dangerously close. Looks like we are going to be able to get it off, and we lose our concentration. Okay, well, we did give it a shot there. I think the best thing that we could probably try and do right now is close the distance. At the same time, we may want to try and have some other abilities going for us. It is tough to know. I think we're just going to have to go for it. Oh, that right arm is aching. Dusk getting some really good strikes in there though. And Pedro is down. Losing blood, she puts pressure on that wound that the glaive just made. Her right arm, damn, always seems to get hit. Okay, we could put a bandage on that now, but I think we're going to wait until afterwards because there could be others here. More than what we've seen. Okay, we've got some antibiotics here. Some berries. The hand loader's helper, and some canned corn. And that is that. Looking behind here, we have multivitamins, which we'll just take straight out of the pot, some narrow spectrum antibiotics, and over here, alcohol wipes. Okay, we'll go and just take them straight out of the box. And this is a propane cooker. Does not fit in any pockets currently though, such as it is. Okay, alright. I think before we go any further, we are going to get a few extra abilities up. We'll go for our electrical discharge, we'll also go for our voltaic strikes, and honestly, let's look at casting mage armor. Too difficult. I think our focus is going to need to be higher for that. So we'll catch our breath, and we'll get ready to deal with whatever else is in here. Nothing in the bathroom, seemingly. Okay, one more room. Seems to be empty so far. Okay, let's check behind here. Alright, what book do we have? A fantasy novel, and we have a light disposable battery. Okay, so we now need to make sure that there isn't more here, that there isn't anyone else hiding. So let's go and drag some of these out the way first of all, just to check behind them. And we are seeing behind those just fine, so there's nothing hiding there. Let's see. Okay, that's 100% a fake door. And there is ammunition in here. Now, there could potentially be traps, so we do want to be cautious before we go and have a look. The 40 caliber rounds we are already using, so we're definitely going to take those. The 22 rounds aren't going to be as useful to us. Having that much in the way of 308 is wild, so we're definitely going to take it. The 223 we can use in our rifle currently, and there is another magazine here as well, which I think we're just going to go and take that out of there. I don't think we're going to need that magazine. I could be wrong. It's for a high point pistol. No, we'll just take what we can of that. And there is flour. So, no medication, nothing else like that. There's exercise equipment down here, but also no sign that these people were, cannibal maniacs or anything else of the like. So, is Dusk going to feel good about what has happened here? Certainly not. But there is a part of her, that voice that was in her mind, that is satisfied, and would be even more satisfied if these bodies that are here were put to use. But that is not Dusk. No. So instead, we'll close up the doors behind us, and for whatever other lucky soul happens upon this place, they'll have somewhere safe until the next survivor happens upon it. Perhaps if we could have conversed with them beforehand, we would have been okay. At least we didn't shoot the first shot that time. So first aid has been performed. It's time to head back up to the surface. We're going to mark this as explored. We've passed by a grove, and there is also a nest over here. So if we do want more medication, houses are probably where we need to go. Well, I say more medication, any medication. I think what we're probably going to do here is just move directly west through the forest over towards this campground. We may try and just go through some of these houses as we start to make our way on over towards, well, the mine. The mine might actually have some first aid, may actually have, cough syrup and whatnot. We will see. But yes, for now, let's see if we can move through all of this. And that is a woodland white. Hello there. Okay, let's go move back. As the white approaches, Dusk spins around, and we take a little bit of damage to the left arm there, but not so bad. Where there's one, there's usually more, and there is another. There it is there, spinning around again. Dusk quickly takes them out. We definitely need to change back to Tai Chi now, because we should just be using that and not any other weapons right at the moment. Nice wicked bite. It's been a while since I've seen the bites trigger, so it's good to see that that is still happening. I think that might be all of them though. And we have arrived at our destination, coughing heavily as we do. And we're also in moderate pain, so we're going to try and see if we can kill a little bit of that. Knocking back some codeine. And let's see what we got going on in this campground. I'm not holding out much hope, really. Hello, Cardinal. Not much going on in the bathrooms down here. And I'm not expecting there to be too much. The cars that are here, though, there's always a possibility that we might be able to find something in, one of the glove compartments. Something of the like. Oh, we got something here. Oh, okay. Telescoping umbrella. We will certainly take that. And we've kind of checked over the entire place here. Just this one last tent that we haven't been inside. Okay, yeah, I think we're going to call that as explored. We've got another nest here, it looks like. So we're just going to start ducking into some of these houses here, see what we can make out. Ooh, okay, and a zombie jumping out of a bush towards us. We got a mosquito 10-round magazine here with some more 22 ammunition, which we are not going to take right now, but we will take the gauze, and in here we'll take some hemostatic powder as well. Also, that's a decent cash card, thank you. A lashing zombie has been seen. Okay, interesting. Hi. Well, I just kind of seem to keep on wandering on. That's fine, we'll ignore that for now. We'll see if we can't get into this house here without too much trouble. Okay, the doors have been completely smashed in on this one here. And it looks like it's going to be a little difficult to get into the bathroom. But hey, look at that cough syrup. And there's actually quite a bit of stuff in there. Not bad. We are going to have to smash it though. Disappointingly. Okay, come on, Dusk. There we go. Got through in the end. Let's grab what we can. Okay, so these are painkillers. Good. Okay, good to know. I just need to try and remember that. We'll take some more wipes. Cough syrup, we'll take the gummy vitamins. Even more wipes down here. We've got some tramadol as well. Some antiseptic, fantastic. And some more gummy vitamins. Okay, so we're going to take the cough syrup right away. And we've only got one. Just one thing of cough syrup. We feel very sleepy. I'm not surprised. Yeah, okay, so it was just a tiny bit of cough syrup. Okay, that's fine. I thought we had more than one there, but no, we do not. Okay, well, we'll keep our eyes peeled as we continue checking around here. Chance that we might be able to find some things useful in the basement. Is that blood? Yeah, just a puddle of blood. Ooh, very nice. Okay. Yeah, these bathrooms are popping off. Sleeping pills, very useful. The antacids and stuff like that, not so much. The multivitamins are always going to be. No more cough syrup, but still, decent little bathroom for us. Yeah, it's been pretty roughed up by the looks of things. Gonna take ourselves a light battery here. And there's a propane tank down there too. Okay, yeah, we're gonna head downstairs real quick and just see what's going on. We do have a safe over here as well. It's a gun safe. Not holding out hope that there's gonna be anything good in there though. I'm gonna take that super glue. Ooh, okay, regular zombie. Hello there. Let's take you out, friend. Got a bowling ball locked away here. Another zombie. Hello. Okay. Oh, we've got some nice clean water in here as well. So let's just go have a drink of that a few times and unload it if we can into that hydration pack. Okay, nothing else down here, huh? Okay, on to the next place. Ooh, fencing. Hot damn. Okay, fencing skills, tactics, and training. Boy, that's nice. That is real nice. Also, what goofy doodle? Cool, alright. The fencing book, excellent, excellent find. Thank you, house. Brilliant, okay. It looks like we've got an upstairs and a downstairs, or a basement here. Antihistamine? Sure, just in case we have any kind of reaction. Quite a small place by the looks of things. We'll head downstairs first. An acidic zombie. Hello, knock you back. There we go. Taken care of. We've got another zombie down here as well. Give you a few good cracks. Just a regular aspirin on this one here. Check the boxes, see if we've got anything good. Not really. Crack open the crate. Okay. Upstairs we go. Okay, we probably want to get into here, maybe. There could be some things stashed away. The bedrooms I am not that concerned with. I mean, you never know. There could be something useful. But bathroom, we're definitely going to want to get in here. There we go, we are in. But yeah, no, nothing hidden away there. Alright, next house. Okay, in through the back window here, there's a lot of bile on the ground, so doesn't look like this place was doing too well even before the apocalypse. Got some rotten cookies on the table. Pomegranate sparkling water and Hack Pro. We'll have some of that sparkling water. And that's this house here. So it looks like there's probably one that's just attached to it. We'll check the recycling out the front. Another big propane tank. And just some liquid soap in this one, so not as useful. This place is locked up though, so potentially useful. Also that pupating zombie definitely needs to die, so we'll make that quick. We'll see if we can't find another way in here that isn't through broken glass. Ooh, okay. Bloated zombie outside here. Right, okay. I think just to be safe, let's get the mask on. And, okay, there you are. Let's see if we can get away with throwing you. We'll use our force shove to push you back towards the building there. Not quite enough to get you, so we'll try and do that again. Okay, well, it blew up anyway. That's fine. Oh, okay, wasn't expecting to see you there. I was going to say, let's just get on through here. And we'll go and take that mask off now that we're inside. There we go, much better. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Yeah, all the houses in this town have been really, really messed up. Pickled veggie, don't mind if we do. And it looks like, yeah, we've got an upstairs, downstairs to this one. Hey, okay, survivor's note. This has to be China's fault. Seriously, why is nobody suspecting the people we're having a cold war with? This is an invasion. These aren't zombies, it's just camouflage. Wake up, sheeple. Well then. Okay, so we are going to have to smash in here. Okay, so we are going to have to crack in here. Let's do that, and let's head down below. Okay, we've got a tough zombie and a slathering biter. May want to go for voltaic strikes, or at the very least, the electrical discharge. Doesn't take as much out of us for us to get that up and running. Okay, wicked. Good job, Dusk. And let's just go through here, see if there's anything we want. Okay, advanced chemistry. Was that a baseball bat as well? Yeah. Potassium iodide? Nice, we will take that. Cookie, which we could probably go ahead and eat right now. Yep, there we go. Snacking on the go. And we still can't taste much at all with this cold. Nothing else down here, huh? Okay, upstairs. See if we can't find a bathroom up there. Well, there's another kitchen, so it's probably like a separate unit. There is a zombie in here. Okay, and it looks like there's probably a pupating zombie as well. Or there was at some point. Not any longer by the looks of things. There's a zapper outside somewhere. Okay, the bathroom? Nothing. Okay, open that back up again. Alright, so we've checked all these houses here. We've had no luck as of yet. I'm thinking what we might want to try and do right now is just head out towards the cabin here, try and see if we can get a little bit of extra rest, because we're probably going to need it, and then, well, then there is the mine. And even with a cold, I think Dusk is still capable enough to manage most of the things that she might find down there, but who knows what else could be waiting for her down there. For now, we're going to be moving through the woods here, heading up towards where that cabin is. It looks like, yeah, this is the route that we've walked along before. Okay, and that is the cabin in question. And it did just have the one resident in there. Yeah, can we get this place secure, or secure enough to sleep in? Kinda. Well, not necessarily. Let's see, can we crack open one of these here? God damn it. Yep. Sometimes when you do just try to open them or pry them, the glass ends up breaking like that. Honestly, a little bit of fresh air probably ain't so bad. We could also plug up the window if we really, really want to, by just kind of putting this in the way. We go and haul that out the way, grab that, and just move it on up there. There we go. Okay, so that is now effectively sealed. She should be able to have something of a rest. We're probably just going to put an adhesive bandage on the left arm here. We are definitely going to want to have some more calories before we go to sleep though, so we're just going to eat as much as we possibly can. Alright, that's something. We haven't spent that much in the way of calories throughout today though. So Dusk, let's get some more rest. Well, that's terrifying. Oh, that's even more terrifying. We were just hearing a load of zombie noises. But from the northeast, we were hearing a reverberating, open-throated scream. I've never seen that before, so I am more than a little alarmed. We did sleep through the whole night though, so that's good. But the northeast, an open-throated scream. Okay. What's making a noise like that? Right. Let's greet the new day with our umbrella, which we are going to unfold there. Let's change over to force unarmed. Okay, and do we really want to try and find what might have been making that scream? Northeast, I mean, couldn't have been that far. An open-throated scream. Oh, a wailing tree frog? Could it just be the tree frog? We also stepped in some water then. Let's use our towel, dry off real quick. Okay, it might have just been a tree frog, of all things. Yeah. Okay, well, let's get that safe mode on and start to, well, actually, yep, leave it on rather, and we'll approach the mine. Now, I am going to check over here where the marker is first of all, before we actually go over towards the mine. But yeah, we're not seeing anything because it is most certainly going to be below. I was making sure there weren't any big open crevasses or anything like that. A zombie miner. Alright. So, there is going to be probably a fair few of those miners around here. So let's get ready to fight them, Dusk. We'll check this out first. See what it's kind of got going on, this pickup. Honestly, it's working. It just needs a battery, it needs some fuel. It's not a bad vehicle, really. Ooh, we got a flare in there as well. It's potentially useful. The water purification tablets are always going to be useful, so we'll definitely take those for now. There's a Prowler. Yeah, but where? And a rust zombie. That doesn't sound great. Let's have a look at you over there. A zombie impaled with a multitude of metal fragments, each covered in a thick layer of rust that seems to propagate to other parts of its body. You can't remember the last time you got a tetanus shot, so it would be best to not let this thing touch you. That sounds like a grand plan. So we're going to try and not let that thing touch us. Let's go and send it reeling backwards against the wall there. Well, I don't think we can do that. Not through this. So can we get this open by chance? Not easily. I think we're going to have to climb over this thing. We've got a zombie prowler over there as well. The prowler can climb totally fine. Okay, alright, so can we get our Voltaic strikes up in time? We should be able to. Let's go for the discharge as well. Excellent. And we're just going to wait here. We're going to let our stamina come back. That prowler isn't great at tracking us. It knows we're around here somewhere. It must have been using smell. That's a good strike. Zapped it. Let's keep on going here, Dusk. Hit after hit. Oh, and the prowler has grabbed us. So let's maybe try and see if we can knock it down. Make it easier for us to hit it. And that, yeah, downed, but it's still grabbing us. There we go. She gets it done. Okay, and looking at those numbers there, yeah, there's a considerable amount of zombie folks. Trying to figure out how we best want to try and deal with them. Honestly, if we can have them in a smaller amount, that would be great. So if they just smash down one section of this fence, I'd be okay with that. We could also just try and use our spells from this position. Our focus isn't great right now. A lightning bolt we may be able to get off. Okay, so if we are going to do a bolt, let's try and see if we can go for something like this maybe, and try lightning bolt. Okay, well, it's not a great angle really, and we lose concentration. So ideally, we'd bring them down here and we'd have them in a nice long line. Okay, that's looking a little bit better. Lightning bolt. And so we'll target back over there. Okay, it looks like it might have not gone through the fence. Okay, should have expected that was going to happen. They have not got through the fences yet, I think. I thought I heard something breaking them, but I could be wrong. I'd like it if one of them could get through, because then we could, well, take care of them a little easier. Maybe we could help them. I don't want to climb up on the fence because the second that we do, we're going to get overwhelmed. We could just climb this for now. I don't like the idea of us having to fight with our umbrella out, but we don't have a huge amount of choice right now. We do have a rust zombie up towards the north. I want to try and see if we can deal with the dead up here first. Primarily, the shady pupating zombie that we have over here. Let's take that out. Okay, the Voltaic strikes are doing some work for us. We're going to continue to move back here, just so that we can limit their numbers as much as possible. Dusk is going to continue to strike. Badass that you are. Let's grab that multi-vitamin. Got an electric lantern on that one there. Okay, we'll just make sure there's nothing else lingering up here by the fuel. We've got diesel pumps and a gasoline pump up here. And we do have a hand pump too. Good if we want to try and inflate anything. Super glue we're going to grab just because I find it very difficult not to. Okay, I don't know if those zombies out there were always out there, but they are now. Huh. Alright, let's try and deal with the dead up the front. See if they're still there. Okay, they are. Alright, and we have a huge boomer that's now making its way on over towards us. The rust zombie, we do not want to let it touch us, right? So let's maybe try and hit that with the mind hammer if we can. See if we can do some good damage. We can. Let's try and follow that up with another, and that will do it. Dusk. Okay, gotta watch our stamina, but I think we should be able to take care of these two without too much trouble. The boomer may try and throw up on us, so let's try and see if we can mind hammer that from over here. And we can, but it's not quite enough to kill it. We are going to have to give it a little bit more. Okay. We knock everything backwards. That was a wave of force. That's not what I wanted to do, but alas, here we are. We have no stamina, so we're just going to have to wait a little bit. Okay, we're going to crack this open, actually. There we go. Going to deal with you. And let's just have a quick look and see what we actually have going on here. Glow sticks are always going to be useful. The first aid kit box, we're going to go and crack that open. Take the antiseptic. The saline solution, if we do need to clear our eyes, it's going to be worthwhile. There are definitely more dead up in that direction as well. The huge boomer we don't really need to worry about so much right this second. But it does look like we can get a mind hammer off, so we'll chuck another one out there. We'll just wait until we have enough stamina to do another. I think we need one full block of stamina. Yeah, not quite. It needs to be a little bit more than what we've got there. Okay, that should do it. Indeed it does. And that is a pop. Wonderful. Okay, so we've just got that one in there at the moment. I'm having a look up the top here. Okay, 2 rust zombies. They've both made it through here now. I'm going to try and see if we can use its own weight to damage it. So we're going to go for that force shove. We're going to push it back against the wall there, slamming it into it. We're going to wait until it starts coming back towards us again, and we're going to do the same thing. Taking that down, and we'll just wait for this one, and we'll kind of try and do the same thing here, just because we don't want to tempt that. There we go. Okay, back against the wall with you. Good, that's downed. We'll try and do this again. We might not be able to get enough force. No, that is definitely enough. Let's see if we can follow that up. It's going to have to just be a regular force shove again. Let it get a little bit closer. Push it back. There we go, Dusk. Awesome. Okay, so we do still have a miner that we're going to need to take care of as well. Well, we can do that. We can do that. Where are you currently? Okay, you're on the outside. I think the sooner that we get these ones dealt with, the better. Come on out here. Let's be done, and let's take that glow stick. Okay, we've got one more that we need to take care of, and I suppose we could also have a look at everything that's in here. Looks like there's going to be a lot of raw stuff. Yeah, that's a lot of coal. So if and when we do need coal, mines, very good, very useful. We will check out the rest of the place, but we'll just try and deal with that shady zombie that we had in here first of all. So, cracking open this. Great, there's an alarm. Okay, so if things didn't know that we're here, they certainly do now. Okay, we'll see what else we've got going on over here. Book-wise, it's an experimental novel. Good for them. Okay, nothing in the bathroom there, and nothing over here. So we're going to go and check that other room just across the way here. I think this is the barracks from memory. Yeah, and that is a Night Stalker that is actually able to take strikes at us from here. So we probably want to try and pull that in towards us, like so. Take a few good strikes at it. It's not quite as dangerous as a Prowler, but no, or maybe it is. Maybe it is, because we're taking a considerable amount of damage right now. We've been knocked to the ground. We're struggling to stand at the moment. Dusk, you need to move. You need to move. Okay, let's get a little bit further away from this thing. And focus is bad. Yeah, focus is bad. Pain is a lot right now. Okay, we'll take a good strike at that again. All right, nearly got it, I think. A little bit more. It's just very hard to get this thing bleeding. And my gosh, have we taken a fair bit of damage here. Dusk's left arm is just absolutely aching. So we could try and see if we can get a spell off in time. That's not a huge amount of damage, but let's see. We fail. Okay. Let's see. Severe pain, but this thing is nearly dead. The shady zombie I'm not worried about at all. We're just going to continue to back up for now. See if we can maybe try and take this down before the other gets on over towards us. All we need is one more good strike here, Dusk. Well, that's a nick. And it is just nicks that we're getting on it. It seems to be really quite difficult for us to strike, but we did get there in the end. Okay, we are going to go and we're going to probably immediately start smoking that joint, considering that we are going to be dealing with a fair bit of pain here. And I think we'll also try and get Dusk inside so we can start to put some pressure on that wound, because we're going to be able to put that umbrella away finally. There we go. Okay, so ideally, we don't run into anyone else in here, but, well, there could be anyone waiting for us. I'm not hearing noise though, so I'm kind of confident that we're going to be okay. Let's take that. We'll also take this key as well. Lots of empty cash cards, surprisingly enough. It seems like we can open these doors totally fine though. Okay, going through the rest of the barracks here, there ain't much at all. We've got one more room that we're going to explore. I think before we go down though, considering we're tired, we are probably going to be trying to rest so that we can recover some of the damage our arm has taken. Now, yeah, that sucks. We're not going to be able to do much. Let's back up here. We're going to draw out our pistol. We're going to open this up again. And we're going to try and see if we can take a good shot at this thing as it starts to get closer towards us. Okay, there we go. 30 damage. Not bad, Dusk. Let's move back. It's following. Here we go. Another decent shot. Backing up again. We've definitely got something else alive in here. We can hear it making noise. There we go. Nicely done. Let's go and reload that. Put it back into the holster. Quickly see if there's anything that we want from this one here. We could take the battery from the cell phone, and we will. Let's head back inside. Close that door, just so we can actually be out of the sun. Okay, what do we have? A regular zombie miner. Okay, so we can probably change back to Tai Chi at this stage. Get a few good strikes there. Get a pickaxe on you. Okay, alright. And in the kitchen here, we've got Spam, forest honey. We've got some dried beans, dried rice. Good stuff. The canned pineapple, we're probably going to eat just right away. There we go. Knock that back, Dusk. Very nice. and we'll eat that canned corn while we are at it. Okay, severe pain. I think in that case we will probably take an ibuprofen and a few aspirin. Okay, alright, so we've cleared the top level of the mine at this stage. Well, actually, there's a little bit of room here. Oh, and that's a sludge trail. Okay, well, we'll see if there's anything else down that way there. Doesn't look like there is. Let's turn on our light. Okay, it is most certainly clear. And, well, do we have a way down? We do, in the form of this here. Can we crack it? Yes, we can. There is a way down below, but Dusk is not going to use that. Not until she's had a proper rest, which she will be able to do in here. So we can close things up. There's bars on the windows. She can have a decent rest. But Legionnaires, that'll all be in the next. I would like to thank you all for joining me for yet another episode of Cataclysm, one in which Dusk traversed the mega city and made some damn nice progress, even with the cold that she's battling. Alas, we did not find much in the way of cough syrup, but that's okay. Dusk will soldier on. And you know what? There is more reading we can do as well if we feel like we need to spend more time doing that. But first things first comes the rest and recovery. And then there is that portent ball we carry with us, the Magic 8 Ball. Perhaps we could ask it if we are going to find anything worthwhile down below the earth, or if we'll just find a painful fiery death. Remembering, of course, that the ball now tells us the opposite. Or maybe it doesn't. We still don't know for sure. Well, actually, it told us to go the wrong way more than once, so it's leaning towards the fact that we should go and do the opposite of what the ball tells us. And then there is the voice that Dusk heard earlier. The presence, the lingering mind of her brother. Perhaps it's all the infrequent sleep and cold that's causing her to hallucinate. We'll see, eh? For now, I'd like to thank you all for joining me once again. If you enjoyed today's episode, please consider leaving a comment or a like to let me know if you enjoyed the show. As for now, I have been Rykon. You have all been awesome. And until next time, stay tuned.